the last on the program over the 1650 for the Class 3 Gallopers. Amazing One Plus gets a £3 claim for Jerry Chow at the top of the book. Garitas, he carries an extra £7 for his win over Meaningful Star last time. Helene Wisdom Star blinkers off, the cheek pieces go on, and Kento Prepared is a 5-time course and distance winner. Total Power back up in grey, but his best form has been in Class 4. The Anomaly back from the 1800 to the 1650, and World Famous, who was back last time, into 8.4, carries £6 less for the £5 claim by Victor Wong. 1650 metre race here, Tom. What does the speed map tell us the pace is going to be?
Well, the pace should be fairly good for this race, with horses in it like Red Majesty able to go forward, and to everyone's delight. He's a horse that normally races on the speed from barrier number 4. Handy as well, World Famous. He's a horse that has led in the past. And what about the Anomaly, Paul, from barrier 12? Where does he end up?
Yeah, well, look, he led from over 1,800 metres last time. He's back at 1650. I think he'll eventually get outside Red Majesty, but he just might have to work a little bit to get there from his draw. Gameplay at times is another one that likes to go forward as well. And Kento Prepared, he won't be too far away either. So, yeah, there's some quite good pace in this race.
And we're going to hear from the rider of Garitas. That was a really big effort from him last time. Nick was at track work and tracked down Derek Long.
Derek, Garitas is a horse that you'll get back on Wednesday night. He was impressive last time when you were suspended. I imagine you're looking forward to getting back on board.
Yes, he's a nice horse and he's keep improving. He's more relaxed in the race and in the morning too, so he should keep improving.
And just on that improvement, you've galloped him a couple of times since that last race. We also galloped him on the turf. How did he feel? Were you certainly pleased with his progression?
Yes, I remember when I first time rode him in the morning, he's quite keen. And yesterday when I get up him on the grass, he is more mature, he's more relaxed, so it's good for him.
And I know obviously you weren't able to ride him last time, which was unfortunate. You would have obviously watched that race. And were you always hopeful and expecting that he could do something like that? I mean, he was very impressive.
We think he had a chance last time, but how he wins is quite impressive. And this time I think he still can win a good race, but he carried the top weight with the tiny horse. Will be a big problem with him. We try to deal with him.
An extra £7 to carry as well. I mean, the fact that he is so progressive, do you feel he is the type of horse that can go forward even with the extra weight?
No, because before he come here, first couple of times, he have a good speed. When he can't finish. So we just try to grab a hold to let him relax, and he learn it. He try to relax more, and which is good for him, and he finished strong. So we stay with that.
Danny Shum trains the horse. I mean, his horses are flying at the moment. Derek, we're halfway through the season now. I mean, great to get on board these Danny Shum horses because they really are red hot at the moment.
Yes, he's a good trainer, and he keep the horse performance very well, and he's fire at the moment. So I'm very lucky to ride for him and the owner.
And what about for yourself, Derek? Obviously, we are, as I say, this meeting will be the halfway point in the season. Are you pleased with how things have gone for you so far?
Yeah, can't complain. Try to get more nice horses in the right time and try to get winners.
Denny on 26 for the season after that big day on Sunday. Horsey finished there with Tom Garitas. Meaningful Stars franked the form because his effort was good too on the weekend.
Yeah, it certainly was. So this horse here, Garitas, he didn't take too long to acclimatise here. He ran a really good race first up behind My Sugar, and since then he has been able to go on. He was disappointing in one run, but apart from that, Paul, he hasn't put too many bad runs on the board.
No, that's a really good race he won there. As you said, Meaningful Star came out, ran well on the weekend, and the horse that ran fourth in that was Zone D, and Zone D won on the weekend.
He was heavily punted into 2.4 was Zone D. Some opposition that we also need to see. We've seen several out of that first replay, but we've got Invincible Missile here, Paul, and that's him in those purple and yellow colours. Comes up with barrier 10 for the second time in a row.
He gets back anyway, doesn't he, Invincible Missile? He just needs a bit of luck. He gets back and he runs on strongly. So if he gets the pace to suit, which he could do in this race, he'll be finishing off strongly once again. As you can see, a nice run from him, and previous to this, he did win on International Jockeys Night, so horse going well at the moment.
Yeah, I did like the way he was just finding the line. He could have run maybe 5th, 6th there, but he actually stuck his neck out at the end and found the line pretty well. So I think he's certainly a chance again as Invincible Missile.
What about Total Power, Tom? He was good down in grade in Class 4 last time, but he gets back up into this grade and tends to struggle. He's 0 from 20.
Yeah, that's the big concern really with Total Power. Three-time winner from his 26 starts. He won this race easily, but you sort of have to question what he sort of has beaten in this race. One was Amazing News. Loyal Baby hasn't been able to get a win on the board. Run the Table. Sunny Delight still hasn't won yet. So he's treated the opposition here, Paul, but I'm not keen in this grade.
No, I'm with you, Tom. I'm saying, the stats speak for itself here. Strong enough win, but wait till he gets back down into Class 4.
Alfie Chan takes the ride with the claim, coming back up in grade. Now, the anomaly here, Paul, that is him in the black and pink colours. This was 1,800 metres last time. He's back to the 1,650, which in theory should suit him better. And World Famous is just as costly as they come. The money keeps coming for him and he just doesn't finish the race off.
Yeah, so I haven't got World Famous. And with the anomaly, actually, I haven't got either of them in as well. The anomaly, I just think, is going to have to work a little bit hard from barrier number 12. Back to 1,650 should be OK for him, though.
I thought he looked quite one-paced here in this race too over the final stages, the anomaly, and you can see World Famous, he was just behind him, two-time winner. He's a tricky horse to catch as World Famous. He was beaten 3 lengths last start behind Cheerful Days, who of course has gone on and won again, but he's just so hard to catch, that horse.
A Romantic Combo getting through on the rail did win out of that race. And finally, Tom, Red Majesty, just a consistent horse. He does have a wide barrier to overcome as well. We've got, here he is again, World Famous on his outside, and in Kento Prepared raced wide in this race, but seemingly only wins for Joe.
He does. Look at Antoine's record aboard him. He's at one ride just for the one placing, but a 5-time winner is in Canto Prepared. He had a bit of a tough run in transit here. This was the race I referred to before with Cheerful Days winning. He stayed on OK here, Paul. Red Majesty. Karis Teton rides. He hasn't been too far away, but I think I've got one to beat him here.
Yeah, the thing with Red Majesty is how much he has to work from his wide draw to get across, because he is a horse that goes well in the lead. Look, in Canto Prepared, I have got him in the numbers. He is a 5-time course and distance winner that's drawn well.
All right, so he's in the selections. Paul, who have you put in around him?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Garitas. I just think it's a really strong form race that the horse has come out of. I think he can go on and win again. So he's on top. Canada Prepared in there for second. An Amazing 1 Plus comes out of the Garitas race as well. Does get a little claim there with Jerry Chow aboard. And then Helene Wisdom's Day. He's a 2-time course and distance winner. Has won off 77. He's now down to 78. And the cheek pieces come off him. So just on a minor line there. 3, 5, 1 and 4.
3 on top as well, and that is Garitas. He was pretty impressive, I thought, when winning last start. Settled towards the rear. He was wide down the side and off the back straight. And in the end, he went away for a pretty easy victory, did Garitas. Over 11, Red Majesty. To everyone's delight, 2-time course and distance winner. He wasn't far away, despite covering a bit of ground down the side last start. And Invincible Missile makes it in as well. 3, 11, 2 and 6.